Hey divas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I achieve this beautiful crimson red, deep cherry, whatever you want to call it, color on this 26-inch HD lace frontal unit. So stay tuned. Okay ladies, so we are going to be starting with this deep wave unit that I previously wore in another video that I just recently posted. It was the video of me showing how to achieve trendy baby hairs like Young Miami and Keisha Kayor. So as you can see, the glue is still on there, but it's going to end up coming off in the process of coloring. Okay, so to start this process, I'm going to be using BW2 bleaching powder and 30 volume developer that I got from my local beauty supply store. You can use whatever you like to use, but for this method, I like to use a cheaper bleach versus like a more expensive bleach. I put 3 to 4 scoops into my water, and I have just a little bit of water, but I ended up actually draining some of it out because it was too much, because it was processing too slow. So if you put too much water, it's going to process slow. Once I'm done doing that, I'm just going to dip the hair in and out of the bleach so I can make sure that it's covered completely. You don't want any blotchiness, so you're going to also use your comb or a brush to make sure that you're combing through the hair. Open the hair all the way up and make sure that it's completely saturated with bleach and developer inside the bleach bath. And then this is what it looks like after I let it sit for about 20 minutes. It turned out this color, which this actually is a really cute color. I really could have kept it this way and gave me like a little fall vibe, you know, a little auburn looking color. But yeah, so that's what it's looking like. Once I'm done, of course, you're just going to rinse it out before you begin to wash it. Make sure that you're getting all the bleach out. So you're going to rinse it out very, very thoroughly, because you don't want the bleach to sit inside of your wig because it will damage the hair. As you can see, the previous glue from the last install is kind of already off. I'm just going to rub the rest of it off because it's just that simple. Once you let it sit in water, then it kind of just goes off on its own. So that was the way I cleaned the lace for this one. Next, I'm going to use some Tresemme shampoo and conditioner, and I'm just going to wash the hair really, really good. I shampooed 2 times and then deep conditioned once. So this is a better look of the color I was telling you that it came out to be. This is super cute, so you really could have left it right here. But anyways, we're coloring red. So the first thing we're going to do is get our color, and I'm using a crimson and intense red by Adore. And then next I'm going to part out the sections of my wig. I'm going to part out the front of the lace and then section out the back, because I'm going to start with the lace first. My technique is using a comb to color on the lace. So I put the color on the lace, which you've probably seen me do in previous videos, but I'm going to just show you again because maybe you haven't seen the previous video, but I will link it down below and in the sidebar. So as you can see, I am taking the color and I put it on probably like 2 inches away from the actual lace first, and then I work it down to the lace. I do not take the comb with the color and then start directly on the lace, because that is how you're going to stain your lace. This is how I do my coloring method for any type of wig, period. Whether it's black, blue, green, it doesn't matter. On the lace, I always comb the product on, and the hair is always damp. And yeah, so that's that. And I'm gonna do a closer shot so I can show you what I'm doing exactly. So here's a better view. As you can see, I'm starting, like I said, about 1 to 2 inches above the lace, and then I work the color down. So I'm getting the all the way down to like the notch, but I'm not getting it too much on the notch and definitely not on the lace. So this is my technique, and then I'm just basically going to go through the entire wig, the front of the wig, I'm sorry, and then do it just like this for the rest of it. And this is what it's looking like. No stains on the lace. It is evenly combed through, and yeah, so it's looking like. For the back of the lace, I'm actually just going to put this color all over. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just gonna make sure it's fully saturated. I'm also going to be combing through, but I'm not going to show you that part because once you see me doing a little bit, you'll understand what I'm doing. But here I'm just taking the crimson and putting it into the intense red bottle because, again, remember, I mixed it in the front. So I'm going to make sure I do the same thing in the back. And I'm just going to shake it up, and then you'll see me just pouring it all over. Like I said, no rhyme or reason. No one cares about the bag. There's no lace in the bag. You don't have to worry about it being stained. Okay, so this is what we're working with. This is the final color, and it's so cute. It is definitely giving what it's supposed to give. And as you can see, there's absolutely no color on the lace. It is back to being HD. So moving on to the installation. As you can see, I already have my ball cap on. You can check out that video down the line. I'll probably be doing an updated ball cap method because I do something different now. But I'm gonna try my wig on first, as always. Even though this is like a reinstall, you still just kind of want to get an idea of where you're gonna put it at and make sure that it's covering what you want it to cover, because sometimes your lace can like rip or little small things. So always try your wig on to see where you're gonna put it at. Next, we're moving on to the best lace tint ever, the Evelyn Rose Lace Mask Spray. Make sure to get you some. You see it in every video, and you see it works in every video. I do not put makeup on my wigs, okay? So spraying on, I do 2 coats, blow dry, you know, same routine, get into it. And look at that. We went from ashy to classy. You see, it matches perfectly. Next, I am going to comb out my wig, and I'm just basically pushing everything back so that I can lay my lace down without a bunch of flyaway hairs. So I'm going to be combing it out. I'm also going to use my wax stick and a hot comb to just like smooth it out also. And I'm not going to put a lot of wax because we're going to use more wax later. I'm just doing this enough just to get the hairs to lay back. And then I'm also going to take some duck clips and then clip it back as well. Please never forget this step. Always use some alcohol or some type of protecting to clean off your skin, because this is what helps the lace stay down longer, because it has a good grip and hold on the skin if it's completely clean. Then I'm going to go in with some Bold Hold lace glue, and then I'm going to use 2 coats because I'm actually not keeping this wig on long. If I was keeping it on long, I would do at least 3. I'm going to smooth it out, make sure that it's flat and even. You do not want any lumps in your glue because it will show on your lace. Once you let it dry and then put your next coat and then let it dry until it turns clear, then you can go ahead and install your lace. I am going to be putting the lace just where the glue meets. You can either put it, some people put it above where the glue is and then go back later and add glue. but I definitely make sure that I'm at least covering it because I don't want to clean glue off. I would rather go add glue than to be trying to clean glue off and have the lace lift up. It just be all a mess. So I'm just gonna put the lace over the glue, and then I'm gonna go back in and do some touch-ups later that you'll see. And then I'm gonna take my rat tail comb and I'm just gonna press the glue into the wig. And as you can see right here, this is what I was talking about as far as like some people put it before. I have a couple of areas that needs glue, or you can cut it. So it depends on what it's looking like. For me, I'm going to trim right here because I see where it could be trimmed versus trying to add glue and it wasn't even on the other side, and you'll see me try to show you how it's evening up. And then in some places I'm going to go back in and just add a little, lift the lace up and add a little bit of glue to make sure that everything's like melted, and then I'm going to tie the lace down and let it melt more, and you'll see what I'm talking about in these next few clips. So next I'm going to go in with the EBN lace adhesive spray to give it an extra hold in the front. We are no longer using Got To Be spray, ladies. It flakes up, it's super white. We ain't using that no more. We're using actual lace adhesive spray. This is not the same as just regular hairspray that has an extra hold on it. So now we're going to move on to styling. I kind of just wanted to show you here that, remember it had like the short pieces on the side, so it wasn't a lot of room, but I still want to show you that you still had 4 inches of parting space in the middle. I'm not a huge fan of middle parts and curly hair. I kind of always like the side part with curly hair. That's just me. So we're going to go move into that, but I just wanted to show you that. Remember that this wig was not a wig that I sell. It's just a wig that was given to me and I decided to make some videos with. So now I'm parting out my hair. As you can see, my best friend in the back, she's so cute. Look at her. Oh. Anyways, so we were rushing. We were going to get something to eat, so I put this on fast for y'all. Anywho, I'm cutting my baby hairs. No real rhyme or reason. I do just like to cut in the angle that I'm going to be going. If I'm going to the left, I'm cutting it down to the left in the angle. If I'm going to the right, I'm cutting it down that way. No matter what side it's on, that's how I'm cutting it. Going in with some mousse or foaming, you know, holding, and then I'm going to swoop my baby hairs. I'm actually going to do this off camera because if y'all done seen enough videos to know, like, look how I'm looking right now. It's looking like Jimmy Neutron. I cannot do baby hairs on camera for some reason. It just don't work out, but y'all will see the end result. So in this water bottle is my concoction. I always do water, Cantu curling cream, and Care curl activator all in one, and then I spray my hair down. And then to give it a more hold that stays, like the concoction defines the curls as you'll see, and then to give a hold that stays like throughout the day so that it doesn't be puffy, I actually use a holding mousse by Garnier Fructis. Is that it? It's like the purple can. Yeah, it's Garnier Fructis, the purple extra hold. I think it's a number 3 or a number 4. That's what I use. So now I'm about to start styling, and I need to get this little poofy part away. I don't want it puffy. If you like the volume, you can leave it right there and just be done with it, but for me, I don't. So I'm gonna go in between and flatten this out with my hot comb and my wax stick, and you'll see how it flattens out very nicely and gives it a totally different look. So I just continue to part, you see another part, and then go through. I don't start all the way towards the ear because I like that to have volume, but I just don't like the top to have volume. I don't want it to be too slick all the way down, then it looks like it's like completely flat. But you'll see, I'll do it on both sides. So this is it. This is the end. I'm just gonna pull it apart and, you know, fluff it out just a little bit. Like I said, the lace is hitting, it's melted, it's tinted correctly. The HD just literally melts into my skin. So good. This is a 180 density deep wave unit, and yeah, it's giving. Tell me it ain't giving, because I know it's giving. This is definitely a winner color. Y'all definitely gotta try this out and let me know what you think. The color is so vibrant. The curls are popping. This is 26 inches and it's definitely swinging and hanging. I just couldn't get enough. As you can see, I keep swirling around. But anyways, y'all, I'm glad you came, saw. Make sure you try this out. Let me know. Leave comments, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for all hair updates. See you later. Bye, boos. Mwah.